Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Ty from MasterKicks.com, and I got a show for you on this evening. The Jordan 6 DMP is coming out on January the 25th. In about, let's say, 18 days from today, it's 3 weeks, so to speak. And I know a lot of guys want to know how many pairs were made and all that. Now, this is probably one of my favorite Jordan of all time. I love the DMP, man. I was lucky enough to get one of the packages a few years ago from a friend, and then the shoe that I received, I had like the 11s, and I had the 6s, and the 11 had a Jumpman that was flipped upside down. So I never kept the shoe. I ended up selling it, and I regret it. I should have kept it. But yeah, the DMP 6 is one of my favorite. I just love the black and gold. It's really conservative. I love the shoe. I love the tags. And the shoe came with a lot of perks. So I love that about it. So when I heard that Nike was bringing it back, I was actually happy. And it's been like a long time coming. I'm like, why did they wait so long to bring this back? So I'm excited. Now, I know a lot of guys want to know how many units Nike will make. And I'm telling you, like, I was going to wait till I got information from like retailers, but I don't need to, because finding the prediction will be like, it's not like a daunting task. It's going to be pretty simple. It's a GR sneaker. It's a lot of shoes made. So we can pretty much make a prediction based on what we've seen in the past. Now, I took to like third-party marketplaces and I looked at eBay and stuff. The shoe's going for like $245. That's a good news, especially for retailers, and for a buyer. It's also a good news because you'll be able to get access to it. It's 3 weeks before the shoe releases, and it's selling for $245. Retail is $200. That means by the time it releases, he might lose about 20% of his aftermarket value. So this is a shoe that's not gonna sell out instantly, but it will sell out eventually. So you should be able to get your hands on it easily, I think. Now, with that said, we're still trying to figure out the number of pairs that Nike made. All right, so let's do that. So I'm not gonna go around and trying to figure out everybody else. I'm just gonna lean on Foot Locker's information, Foot Locker, Champs, and Finish and Foot Action. So I know this is a GR. I think it's confirmed that this is gonna be a general release sneaker. So every one of those entities is gonna get it. So it shows you in the table here. Foot Locker is about 900 stores within the USA. Foot Action is 272. Champs is 547. So all we have to do now is just set up our assumption, and we can go from there. So I'm going to assume that Foot Locker, Champs, and Foot Action are going to get about a third of the entire production. And then their online allocation is going to be a third of what the physical stores are getting. And we know there's about like 170 House of Hoops. So House of Hoops locations, it might be different because they might get like 48 or 70 pairs. So I'm going to keep it at 48. And then Foot Locker, we're going to give regular Foot Lockers maybe 24 pairs. Champs 24, Foot Action 24. And then we're also going to give Eastbay about 1/3 of the total allocation Foot Locker, Foot Action, and Champs are receiving online. And then we could just from there find our numbers. Simple multiplication: 170 times 48, that's for the House of Hoops. 24 times 730, that's for the regular Foot Lockers. 24 times 547, that's for Champs. 24 times 272, that's for Foot Action. We get about 45,336. And then for the online allocation, we're just going to take that number and divide it by 3. We got 15,112. And for Eastbay, we're going to give it a 5,038, just because we're going to have to divide this number by 3. And then the total from Foot Locker and Champs and Foot Action is going to be, adding up all these numbers together, I came up with 65,485, took it up to 66,000. And then the grand total for the USA is going to be 66,000 times 3, because that's our initial assumption. So we're going to get up to like 198,000 pairs. Took it to 200,000, and I still think this number is too small. I think there's going to be like more than that. But if you take into consideration everybody else in the world, let's say Asia and then Europe, you can take that number and just times it by 2. You get 400,000 pairs in total for the whole world. This is what I'm thinking. But yet again, I gotta make sure I add this disclaimer, because I gotta make sure you guys understand I don't work with a brain. So everything that I do is purely based on assumptions. So you can take these numbers and take everything with a grain of salt. Don't say Taib said this, so it's true. Nah, I'm not saying that. Now, the other thing that I wanted to show you is this. I've already seen fake ones, and I actually wrote about it yesterday. So you may want to check this article by clicking the link in the description below. You're going to see a description in the video. Just click on that, You can go read about the fake one. There's already fake ones on the market, and you'll be wise enough to check this out to understand how to recognize the fakes from the real one. All right, let's go back on the article. And you can buy this sneaker now on eBay for $245. I give you a bunch of links on my website. Just go on the website. You're gonna see the link in the description and get it. All right, thanks for watching again. This is Ty for Master Kicks, and stay tuned for more stuff.